What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Baldur's Gate 3, The Tale of Yaskir the Bard. Just jamming out on my guitar. If your question is, AJ, are you going to start every video like that? Oh, damn right we are.
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
Okay, DC 10. Let's throw in guidance. It's free, might as well. Oh, that was close. I've got 2 inspiration. Do I want to use it? I want to be friends with the squirrel. Yes, I do. Plus, I know you can only have so much inspiration, and, you know, you can gain it other ways, whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm going to use it on weird rolls.
You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory. Looking around, her territory extends from one end of the grove to another.
Well, yeah, let's scold her a little bit. Bam. Didn't even need the bonuses.
She studies you for a moment before twitching her ears. Compromise. After a final squeak of warning, break the rules and there will be trouble, she scurries away.
Come back, I want to be friends. We've convinced Timber to let us walk on their territory. He left us a small trinket to keep us away from the trees. Okay. I gotta see, what is this trinket? Oh yeah, that's right, I have concentration on detect thoughts. I forgot I did that in the last video. Which, by the way, we're also... What would the point of casting that at... Like, what would a higher level cast for this do? Yeah, I was about to say, so it doesn't grant any additional bonuses. There we go. So now I can also speak with animals. I want to see what he gave us. Hyena ear. Okay, so I can use it to craft potion of speed.
Remember our deal now?
Aw. Yeah, down there, the druids. Doing druid things. Being tree huggers and whatnot.
Glad you were here for those goblins.
Dude, that music is
Picked one
dope.
off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping, clawing at the arrow.
Yeah, they're goblins. Are they even really alive? Taking life always has a cost. You have to feel it, or you lose who you are.
I had the same thought, and it's just going to keep happening.
Or am I thinking orcs from 40K? Just left his clothes.
Softer than a whisper. Don't mind if I do.
More goblins. What's next?
Can Darion use that bow? Does he have proficiency in it? I don't know.
Feel like we're being watched.
Actually not sure if he has proficiency in this weapon. Yes. He has proficiency in longbows. Seeing that he would be more of a ranged character, I think having him equip. Oh my god, keeping an eye on where the cursor is a bit of a pain. So let's give him the longbow so he can do some archer stuff from a greater distance. And while I'll do this, I'll do that at a later time. I'll deal with that stuff later. I keep like, ooh, I'm gonna play with the
There are children here, you
with the radial menus, but no, I'm
You let
off
them
camera.
stick to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
What's unbelievable is how we beat the goblins. You're both heroes. Okay, DC 15, so it's a 10 up. Ooh, I was gonna add. Never mind.
And who the hell are you again? Show some respect. This man saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
I was gonna throw in some guidance, but didn't need it.
Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Okay, take a swing at the tiefling, aim a blow at the human, intimidation. Yes, obviously we're going to persuade. Let's add the bonus this time, because I don't trust myself to crit. Oh my god.
Should have done that a long time ago. Arrogant prick had it out.
I
for
tried.
me from day one. No one leaves my people out cold.
So you knocked him out cold. Clever.
Only way he'd shut that hole under his nose. He was right, though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
Goblins with the same vigor he had for that teeth for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
And up there. Okay, we've already been up there. You dead?
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
Better that than further bloodshed.
I'll survive a sore jaw. This grove has bigger problems right now. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
So if I remember correctly, the druids are essentially providing, some refuge to these tieflings, but there's starting to boil some problems between the two factions, because essentially it's bringing in the goblins who are attacking. I was about to say, have there been many attacks like that?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual, to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
I mean, is there any way to stop the ritual?
Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I have my own temporal concerns.
Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs.
I'll find her. Speak to Kaga while I'm there.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
See, it's like I said, you know, I would describe my character as a scoundrel, if anything. You know, yeah, I'm self-interested. Yeah, I'm maybe selfish and a bit of a crook, a deceiver, whatever. But I'm not gonna send these guys out and go, hey, you know, I don't care if you get sent off to get killed by goblins. You know, I'm not heartless. I would kind of describe my character.
Right.
It's just, if I can find a way to profit off a situation, that's, you know. That's always the kind of characters I like playing, if you've never been able to figure that out.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay, let's see what he's got. I mean, as far as me, I'm just selling pretty much all my wares, a whole bunch of... Ah, okay. So before I even decide to trade, let's see what he's got. Gloves of missile snaring, so you can actually... Oh, cool. Like, actually catch... Scroll of Stinking Cloud. Whole bunch of dyes. Oh, cool, and I can cycle through my characters and see, yeah, who'd be best with the armor. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let's just start with Yaskir. I kind of like it. So padded armor +1. It brings our armor class up 1. Dragon's Grasp, but I don't have anybody who uses axes. Scroll of Dark Vision, arrows that I'm not really using at the moment. Oh, cool. So okay, so I can do all my sorting that way. Okay. How do I just generically sell wares? Is there a way to do that? Okay, I guess I can just go wares and... But I have to actually put them in the cart. That's a pain. Do 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 do. Now, all these weapons I don't need. There we go. Makes weight a lot better. Well, you know what? For now, I'm going to hold on to our precious stones. Okay, so right now he is pleased with the offer.
Sylvanus,
Oh, shit.
need anything else? Of course, but please, remember,
There we go.
you're the only one in need.
Okay, so... I'm not going to pick up the gloves. As far as the armor goes... I think I'm going to pick up that. Oh, okay, so I actually have to trade individually with characters. Okay, well, it's a bit of a pain, but okay. Ah, it's because I put the filter on and I only saw my... Okay, so it also filters his equipment. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Sorry that this is... I promise this is not turning into a shopping episode. There we go. And now I go back to all. There we go. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And goblin bow, short bow, bones that I don't need. I'm not using a staff. Just making sure. Okay. I think that's everything. So as far as we have here... we'll accept that trade. Because it gets rid of a whole bunch of my junk. And I get... that padded armor that I want. Now, let's look at Shadowheart. I think she wears medium armor. Yeah, she's not... Take one less slashing damage. I'll make that trade. Then we have Lazelle, who I believe she wears heavy armor. But I think we're gonna stick and keep her the way she is. And he wears light armor and is the way he is. Okay. I think we are good on equipment. Throw on the padded armor. Oh, I toggle on overclothes. Interesting. And then, as much as I love her base armor, have her walk around in her sexy clothes.
Of course it does. You would choose.
Now toggle on the overclothes.
That's not what I said.
And she's gonna keep that on. Okay.
At least things have stayed interesting.
If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Yell louder. What was I about to say? From here on, I'll probably not include as many shopping trips. I just kind of wanted to show the interface and everything. So we could go with Tiefling, but I've said this before. I really don't have this massive connection to being a Tiefling. I just kind of am one. So, yeah, you should all say a single blade could make the difference. Mostly because I just don't want people going off half-cocked.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Hey, how about a thank you to me, the guy who said, hey,
Die if I met
This place
don't
is
get
a death trap,
killed.
not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to your cows.
Left, we could at least make a run for it.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks?
See, the cool thing about this place is you never know if you're talking to a person or an actual animal. Or maybe I'm an ox, too.
Smell, but I do not think so.
Thank you.
You are not like the keepers here. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Well, well, well. Shiny
Hiding
bits.
things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Jurassic Park 3 reference.
That ox seems a little too interested in me.
How come I'm the only one failing these checks? And we will search that ox in a second. I want to look in this pouch that I picked up. If I can find it in the inventory.
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something strange about you. Didn't even need it.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Something more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
You are incapable.
Oh, come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. Ooh, I like this one better. Fine. I hear they're gonna turn one of you into food, so... Oh my god, I think I got it. I got the bare minimum to pass that.
I'd so love to see them try. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this, moo.
Funny. I mean, moo.
Moo.
I like that one.
If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
Well, I suck. Okay, we could head down that way.
Swing and swing.
What's going over? I want to see that kid do that again.
Look who's here. Swing and swing and...
Oh. Right. Go for the heart. Do we get to wear armor?
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe hell.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Another escapee. Actually, what was the woman? The one in your thoughts?
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into hells. You have a Mind Flayer tadpole and you have the... I'm more concerned about the parasite at the moment.
Excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Go to my camp.
A splendid
Wait
plan.
for me.
We'll talk more there.
Yeah, because right now I don't really want him in the party. Because I like, especially at a lower level, I like my kind of composition. Will, for anyone who doesn't know his class, he is a sorcerer. So he fights with his rapier, but he kind of fills the same-ish class as Shadowheart, so he's kind of like a battle caster, but he doesn't have the healing abilities that she does. So
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Soak the battlefield in blood. Do not resist death, but embrace it. Be strong and watch over your kin. And trust there is victory. Bad news. You're all fucked. And be strong. Watch over your kin.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Swing and swing and... Oh! Step. Parry. Strike. Damn it! It's just not landing.
Well, how about you try and hit the thing you're trying to stab?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood. And the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Try hitting the target. We have detect thoughts. Might as well use it. Boom.
He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again.
Clear your mind. Past mistakes don't matter. Focus on the present.
You're right. I need to clear my head. And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
We'll make sure. One last thing. Don't chat your moves out like that.
Oh,
Spoil
yes.
surprises.
I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Soldiers to arm. Oh, cool. Actually, yeah, I haven't checked Lae'zel's
Action, not reaction.
I have not checked what gets her inspiration. So she is a soldier.
Swing.
Oh, cool. So that's where I got another inspiration, was No One Left Behind. So trained in battlefield tactics and combat, having served in the militia, mercenary company, or officer corps, show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. Unlock and read the Book of Dead Gods, and nothing for these two.
Looking ahead.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You heard the woman. Bow. Show some sympathy, Lae'zel.
Sympathy will not lead us to purity.
Enough. Stand down. I won't tell you again.
Fine.
You can breathe again. I won't let her hurt you.
What do you want?
See, we're trying to build a rapport, so yelling at him isn't going to help. Information. Where did you see the Githyanki?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. Man, I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Quit your sniveling. We're done here. You got what you needed. Exactly. Thank you for helping. Apologies. See? Simple tact.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Not who I wanted to talk to.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
We shouldn't have been so rough with them. You've made your point. If you finish scowling at me, what comes next? And let's just kind of try and diffuse it a little bit. If you're done yelling, what are we doing next?
If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
We are tieflings with an F. But again, I really don't care.
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Is it gonna kill us? Okay, guy moved.
Everyone else. Right. I've got food.
Okay, nobody's seeing me. Bam.
Oh, my hand slipped.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
Okay. Persuasion, insight. I've been placed in charge of this area. Intimidation. So I got a 3, 5, 7 bonus, so 3 up.
But Zevlor said Damn it! Figured it was a pity post anyway. Do what you gotta do. Sorry if I don't show you around.
You look ridiculous. Need a hand up?
I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
Not the only one to have trouble standing after too many potions. Can't come with you, take her bag. She can't come after you, take her bag and leave. Sounds like it was quite the dodgy brew.
Oh, I'm just an idiot. I wanted an edge against the goblins, and I got it. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. But the old lady, she warned me of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates.
Crate guarding is a serious job. Feel pretty useless. You'll be dead in seconds if the goblins come. I can heal you for a price. 5 up. Oh my god, you're kidding me. There we go.
All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me. Here.
Very mercenary of you. I wouldn't have done it any differently.
Pocket the money and leave. Do.
Did that? No, damn it. Still nothing. Maybe it just needs time to wear off. Fingers crossed the goblins don't return anytime soon.
So you're saying I wasted a spell slot on you?
I'm ready.
Let's see. Does she have something that can take care of status afflictions?
Bloody things to happen.
I don't think so. So not much we can do for her.
What? Wait! You promised!
Oh, crap.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself.
Crap. Can we load? I didn't.
Sell.
Oh, you're kidding me. My apologies. I seem to have taken a wrong turn. Give me Bardic Inspiration, Guidance. Can I also take Charm Person? No. I'd rather have the D4.
Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Should you transgress again, your efforts to talk yourself out of trouble will be of little use.
Trying to think how to help her. Because I don't want to just bounce. Yeah, I don't have...
Just move!
I don't have a... I guess she's an enemy. We can't really do much. Oh, shit.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Okay.
Is that everything?
We're just gonna walk away.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Okay, those words could be last. I mean, yeah, frankly, they could be.
Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed. Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Nah, let's stop this because she can be of use.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too? You, move!
Detect thoughts. This won't avenge Canon. It won't avenge... I mean, we have it. Might as well use it.
Canon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
Okay, so it is about canon. Exactly, it won't avenge him. Won't change anything.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Yeah, because she's not a practice target. Nope. She'll take everything she knows to the grave. Goblin prisoner. Her life isn't yours to take. Vengeance keeps people alive. I mean, yeah, frankly, if she dies, everything she knows,
If you believe
gone.
anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
Well, I mean, I can read minds, so...
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Let me out, you bunch of softies!
Okay.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Gross. Who is this Absolute you're so fond of?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Huh. You caught my interest. Have any holy literature?
I can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Bah! A clever goblin's like a trustworthy gig. A figment of the imagination.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
And I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Told me what I wanted to know. I'll find the priestess myself. Deal. Not a chance. We'll leave for now.
You're gonna be sorry!
Because we'll probably free her. Okay. Apparently I can't unlock that. Odd.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
And it's gonna hurt me if I jump down there. Hurts me less if I jump over there. Hey, it took no damage. Awesome.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And your birdies. And your dogs.
Ow. Oh, hey, I didn't lose my my concentration. That's cool. And pitchfork. What's that? That's a rotting fish. Okay, come on. Keep stabbing. There we go.
I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stick to her.
Well, okay, if I'm gonna keep making saves. My thought process was, hey, let's check out that mushroom. Maybe we could get something from it. So I have to lockpick it from this. That's really weird. There we go.
And your birdies. And your dogs.
Okay, so we can go in there. We can keep playing with her.
Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Yeah, she sucks. What do you want me to say? I'm not a big fan of her. She's a goblin.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
The forge holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
And what you got? Okay, so dies. Although that... Ooh, I do kind of like that shield. Hunter's Mark. Debating on that short bow. One less damage. That Hunter's Mark, though. Against monstrosity type. I think it's worth it. Oh, I said balance offer. I don't know why I put up 4 gold. But yeah, I like that better for... I like that better for Ascarian. I keep saying Ascarian, Astarian.
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
We're exposed now.
Mark a creature's a quarry, deal 1 to 6 piercing damage whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. Oh, it's a bonus action and only requires concentration. That's not bad.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Sorry if this is not the most riveting of stuff, but I'm basically just going through, just talking to everyone.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal.
Are you sure? I'm pretty blue.
Cold. Feverish. Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
I love that. Lotions and potions. Alchemist?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a sharp hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
Alright, why not?
The potion, a comforting warmth spreads through you.
I swear you're still as peaky looking.
Just bone weary after a difficult day. It's difficult to explain.
I've seen it all. I once
Mind flayer tadpole.
been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting,
Oh my god, I love this woman.
new
Can we bring her on our adventure?
whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Right.
She sounds positively demented.
I love her.
Let's tell her everything.
I'm kind of with Astarion.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help.
Yeah, my therapist has been saying that for years.
Lotion here that could do it, but
Potion or lotion?
I may have something at home.
Such as...
Interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
No, I'm good.
Come back anytime.
Okay. I like that lady.
You. Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Yeah, sure.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Thanks. Dude, I'm loving these just random characters we're meeting. Okay, so we have a stone door there that leads to a place.
Please. I've been through enough.
Okay. And up here leads to him. Oh my god, so many markers on my map. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm seeing everything.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
That was a fancy trick.
You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change.
Bet we can do this. Bam.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
I always go heads. And yeah, I know. Tails never fails.
See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
And one coin toss, no thanks.
Hey,
thanks for the ring, kid. You're getting paid in experience. The ring is mine. Ow.
You got it. One sec.
I kind of like the kid.
That's what I got.
Not sure what the perception was, but okay. Ring of being really invisible. Nonsensical runes. Glob of tree saps. That, oh my god, I like this kid. Real entrepreneur. Guide to distractions. Dry. Oh, isn't there Oh, there's a sausage. I think a salami that you can carry around and hit people with.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
Not bad, kid. Not bad at all.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit.
I don't get my answers out of her.
Good luck, pal.
Thanks, kid. Oh, man, I am loving the shit out of this game, man.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Are you sure Crash is our only path to a cure? Alright, guys, looking at the clock, I think it's about time we close this video out. Plus, I gotta go lie down. It's fucking hot in my office right now. We're gonna head to camp. I'm not gonna do a long rest or anything. I'm gonna go talk with my companions, mostly. Maybe do some inventory management, but that's stuff I will do off camera. But I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for watching. Social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, I'm going to talk to everybody here in camp before we officially close out. I'm planning on having one more for you guys before the end of the day. Now, when it'll happen is up in the air, but like I said, I plan to have at least one more video for you. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, I'm out.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathis purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call." So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
Something the matter? Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. I riddle thee not. I speak only what requires telling. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Very well.